La 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 la. Good, bad, good, bad. Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan. Today we're reviewing the new album from the Canadian pop singer Rae Jepsen. This one is entitled Dedicated. This is the fourth album from the Call Me Maybe sensation. If you have any sense of hearing and listen to any pop music from the early 2010s, you'd know that song at least, and you might be thinking to yourself, where did Rae Jepsen go? Is she just this one-hit wonder? However, if you are a dedicated fan, and I gotta stop it with these horrible puns because we're reviewing an album called Dedicated, yeah, if you're a dedicated fan, you might be dedicated enough to listen to this. I promise you, in both circumstances, whether you've only heard the one song or are a hardcore Carly fan, you might be surprised with the quality of material on this project and how well it flows as this entire 49-minute music experience. Since Call Me Maybe, Carly has been dabbling in synth-heavy pop music, as she displayed this on her previous album, Emotion, which she later followed up with a companion EP full of B-sides. A lot of critics praised the hell out of those releases. I myself never really understood the big deal. Aesthetically, there's something cool going on there, I guess, but the pop hooks never stuck with me to this day, and I feel like that's something a pop record should be doing. I mean, a pop album doesn't always have to be coated with these sweet or sugary choruses that are just sitting on a platter easily for you to reach out and take, but I tend to look for that in a pop album, especially in the context of Carly's fame. With this new album Dedicated, though, I feel like Carly is offering something a bit more stimulating. She's striking the perfect blend and balance between memorable hooks and songwriting. The concept of this record is straight and to the point, like there's no way around it. Like all you have to do is look at the track list to realize that we're dealing with this infatuation with love. And yeah, it's a pretty broad and overly talked about topic, at least in my opinion. There's just so many aspects you can discuss here, but Dedicated as an album essentially is Carly's journey to figure out if this love is fit for her. She bounces back and forth on a lot of these songs here, being happy, desperate, sad, and she basically ends up begging for real love right before she realizes that the guy she's looking to be with is too hesitant for her. And really, she just throws all this potential away and is like, yeah, I'm gonna dance on my own beat, I'm gonna love myself. Interesting enough concept on the surface level, but I'd highly recommend reading the lyrics. I can't do this album justice by just recapping its story. For me personally, when I was reading the lyrics, that was when I was able to put two and two together and relate to the concept a bit more. Sonically though, I will admit that this record was pretty hard for me to stomach on the first listen, at least with the singles No Drug Like Me and Now That I Found You. I criticized those songs on my Hot and Cold series for being underwhelming and unlistenable. Surprisingly, with the song Now That I Found You, though, I've turned a complete 180 with my initial opinion, and I love it with multiple listens. The other single, on the other hand, No Drug Like Me, I still feel like this one is pretty boring and intolerable. It's the only song that I would really skip in the context of the album. Really is the weakest one here, and with that negative aside, I can quickly brush off the other problems I have with this record because there aren't too many. It really just boils down to some overproduced songs here and there, and then we get some breathy vocal tones on songs like Too Much, Right Words, Wrong Time, but yeah, that's really all I gotta say for negatives. And even as weak points on this record, those songs are still conceptually relevant. I feel it's a pretty damn good thing I can say to keep me along for the ride. And then the rest of this project is incredibly catchy and sonically cohesive. It's mature. Take the song Julien, for example. This one is an addictive intro cut that acts as an ode to the singer-songwriter Julien Baker. Moving on from there, the catchy bass line and super captivating horn melody at the tail end of I'll Be Your Girl, more highlights on the project for sure. I even changed my opinion on the closing track, Party for One, which I originally thought was this pandered and overly anthemic song, but I don't know what switched in my mind for me to enjoy the song a lot more. I think I just started embracing the style and sounds of it in the right mood, I think. Next up with the song Feels Right with the feature of Electric Guest. This one is another high point on the album, another track that showcases some horns with a savory hook. The distorted keyboards and the processed vocals on Everything He Needs, I can't really complain there. Real Love feels like this easy song to dance along to with a bit of a somber 1975 tone to it. And Want You in My Room is a bubbly and cheerful, fun little tune. So yeah, between the infectious melodies, the genuine songwriting, there's a lot to praise here. There's a lot to empathize with, and I think Carly crafted a solid pop record. I'm feeling an 8 out of 10. Sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of this Rae Jepsen album. Do you think it's worth the hype? Do you think it's worth an 8 out of 10? Agree or disagree? Let me know. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a rockin' day.